going on? Long time no see. We're actually trying to do this. It was something we wanted to do for a long time, but finally we've had time. And welcome to Rights of Battle's Battle Report series. It's back up and running. And as you saw by the title screen that preempted all of this, we've been trying to make some work to make it look good. So he's doing all the podcasty stuff, and this is my neck of the woods. So, but yeah, we're actually going to kick off the podcast. Or excuse me.
We've been doing so much podcasting that he doesn't know how to kick something off without it being
battle report.
Yeah, we're doing a battle report. We haven't done one of these in a long time, and we're trying something new. We've been talking about it off and on.
Yeah, this is a big battle report.
Yeah, we've been talking about it off and on with a lot of our chatter and with a lot of our podcasts. Doing a 3,000 point game, having gotten a little more into fantasy and seeing how different games play out at different points levels, I was really intent to just figure out how 40k works at 3,000 points. We're not playing any of the apocalypse rules. We're not bringing apocalypse formations, strategic assets, planetary disasters.
I am bringing a pretty big building.
We do have the Barbie Dream Castle present.
The Vortex Barbie Dream Castle. Thank you very much.
That's very true. It's
There's
not
no
the
well-endowed
eagle of
just
Barbie Castle. Yeah, so we're both bringing actually more than a few Forge World rules, which is pretty funny for the fact that
by all technical standpoints, my entire army is Forge World rules except for the one bitty naked Inquisitor with a single service call and bolt pistol that I brought. But yeah, he's running Ultramarine, Chapter Tactics, Marines. I am running Death Corps of Krieg.
Yep. Lists are going to be a little bit further down the page, so keep scrolling.
Look on down.
Pick through those, figure out what's going on.
Wait, you bought grab bikers? You cheesy bastard. Ah, look at all that cheese down there.
So, as you look through that, he's bringing something pretty deathcore fluffy. I'm bringing some hybridized, a little bit of fluffy Blood Ravens, a little bit of I want to try this stuff out, and a little bit of I kind of want to try this because I've seen this showing up in big winning list stuff.
I think we're going to do something a little bit different in the post game of this, and we're going to actually sit down and just kind of have a chat about what we thought, because this is more or less a test environment for us. We're looking to see what happens when you bump up the points limit. We've played enough 1850 games and 2,000 point games occasionally to make us sick.
And 1,500 points.
And 1,500 points. We've even scaled down. We've played smaller games.
We've talked about in a lot of articles and things like that how, you know, is the game more balanced or less balanced at 1,500 points, or what's going on? Where's that magic number going to be? So he's got a lot of stuff on the table. I've got more than a couple units in reserves.
We'll see. I currently have first turn.
He has first turn. We're playing kill points. We'll figure out how C's goes, and we'll.
Here, go ahead and roll your dice. We got them right here. You broke my terrain, and you failed to roll.
I rolled a 1. This is the best game ever already.
Way to go! All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys. Do we want to do middle of turn or do we want to do end of turn?
We should hit mid-turn just to see how your carnage is decimated.
I don't want night fight. I'm assuming you do want night fight.
I probably need a little.
You probably want to strike at dawn against myself. So you're looking for a 4 up here. We got a 6, so it's dark out. So
there's the 6 right there.
Anyways,
stay late and $1 short.
Good luck to you, sir.
And to you.
It could be worse. We could be stuck in the Marines. No!
So we'll catch you guys at middle of turn.
See you guys.
Hey, okay, here we are at the middle of turn 1. After I failed to seize, he D'd my Vindicator.
Yeah!
All the bikes kind of pulled the power slide and we're okay. Dreadnought made a couple saves like a champ. He pittered harmlessly off the Sagaran, and the scouts saw Italian get murdered by the bombard and said, nope, we're out of here, so they are currently falling back, and we'll see if they regroup during my turn.
They auto regroup.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Idiot. Yeah, Barbie Dreamcastle got first blood with a Vortex missile straight across the battlefield, so I made some silly plays with the bombard, but it was totally worth it to murder Italian, so apart from that, I didn't do as much shooting. His bike's jinking was a good thing for him. My horses are dangerously exposed midfield, but we'll see what he does to shoot them. At least they get a crater save now. Yep. But yeah, that's it for middle of 1, so we'll be back.
So thank goodness for night fight, and we'll see if it bites me in the butt.
God damn it, Jacob. Hey, Jake, got that one on tape.
Oh my gosh. So, if you just saw that...
That's actually real.
That sums up basically exactly what this man has done. He rolled Like this entire side of his army, every time he rolled, he could have been rolling in a crater and it would still fall off the table.
And did.
Suck.
Gravity is the law, and I obey the law.
Yeah, you're grab bikes.
I am the law.
There's a little blurb in the rule book that says if you can't hit the table, you miss. Because if you can't hit a fucking giant table,
No, it's not,
what chance do you guys have?
actually in there.
It's a designer's note. Yeah, it is. It's like in the beginning of the book.
Yes, it is. It says some people elect.
I'm just saying they choose to do that. I'm not saying it's a rule. I'm saying that some people do it, but it's in the rule book.
Yeah. But the
Shut up!
designers don't tell you to do it.
I'm not saying they did. I said it's in the rule book. That's all I said. I didn't say it's a rule. Hi guys.
And this is the shit we put up.
Welcome to the bottom of one, guys.
I got a kill point because I went and shot the thing that couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. Otherwise, the rest of my army just sort of went zip.
I would have been so happy. He killed that Bane Wolf over there, and it's surrounded by bikes, and I would have just been like, well, I'm going to lay down my Bane Wolf's 2+ to wound, AP 3, no cover saves allowed, all over your bikes. But no, the twat had to kill it. So...
And how?
So that's that. My horses are mostly dead. There's only 4 of them left. They'll die gloriously and it'll be hilarious. He's pressing up midfield and his drop pods came in. He wiped off the void shield that I have from the...
No, I didn't. I missed.
Yeah, you missed. So, void shield's still here.
Let's be honest. This guy, oh no, I'm sorry, it immobilized the forward command tank. That matters.
That does matter. Kind of ish. It's in a good spot.
But no, this guy's blind, deaf, and dumb. He can't hit the broadside of the Barbie Dream Castle.
We'll see what happens. No, I can't shoot him while he's in there, right?
Nope.
I have to shoot the...
You gotta peel the cocoon off.
Bullshit. So, okay.
Some bullshit.
Well, that's pretty much where that lands. So, bottom of 1, that's where it lands. We both have 1 kill point. I do have first blood.
Yep.
Probably won't have line breaker, but...
Yeah. My foot's gonna be so far up your ass that it's gonna hurt.
Well, we're gonna find out. So, he's got 2 more drop pods with tactical marines in them.
Yep. And a Storm Talon still will show up, so
Sure.
we'll see how it shakes out. Catch you guys mid-turn.
Alright, now check out this animation. Ow! My shooting did nothing.
You did get 1 kill point.
Yeah, but I left your dreadnought.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see.
3 last cannons, 2 melta guns, and a vortex missile, and I killed a drop pod. After somebody was whining about their 2 failed armor saves over there.
Because you made me take like 5 saves and I'd already failed 2.
I'm sorry, how many cover saves did you pass? How many 5-up would have murdered your shit if you didn't pass them? 7!
4s.
7, actually, but I don't care.
Well, I was...
And then I had...
Save on 4s, not
No! No.
Yeah, okay.
Colossus.
Yeah,
it's just like,
on the paints, yeah.
I'm just going to make my 5-up F&Ps and not care.
Yeah, I made 3 out of the 4 you landed on.
Yeah, he's a whiny bitch. Don't let him ever fool you.
Well, we knew that. If anybody's listened to any of the podcasts...
Or watched any of the battle reports, or read any of his articles, or even talked to the guy.
Yep. And then I flubbed the charge over there, which is probably a good thing anyways. My horses over there finished up the remnants of his bikes.
There's the 2nd kill point. You got 2 this turn.
Ooh, how many are you about to get?
We'll find out.
No more bikes!
Yeah, we'll see. I have a bad feeling I'm about to lose this entire section of my army. So,
What, that section right there? Yep, that section right there.
We'll see.
The dead section.
I have to hope he does very badly. So we'll see. But yeah, this is not going well for me right now. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Bottom of 2 coming up.
Yep.
This is mid-turn.
Oh yeah.
Idiot. You whiny idiot. Ow.
Bottom of turn 2 found me.
You know, doing what grab not grab scars, just grab bikers and drop pods do.
I knocked on the door of the Barbie Dream Castle, got the magic daisy chain 6s to pen it, blow it up. It did have its revenge though.
Yeah, totally got its revenge.
The Dreadnought's dead as crap.
Yep. I just imagine that, like, the last thing that the guardsmen do is like, well, we're gonna lose it. Fire!
I get the Lego movie.
Just like a bunch of just like pulling the damn thing out and just chucking it down the dreadnought and then...
Well, hit it this way, damn it!
The last cannon team that was entrenched, he dug it out and he was like, hey guys, look what I found!
Give it a push!
Go on, boss!
Well, apart from a lucky roll of killing his dreadnought, my game is probably looking at its final stages here.
It's like a kill point.
This is why there are two inherent problems. two inherent problems. One, guard don't do well right now if you're trying to play tanks.
If you're not trying to sit in chimeras.
If you're not trying to sit in chimeras and play the most meta cheesy thing you can do, guard don't work. Because this is what happens. Drop pods don't care. Grab bites don't care. Have a nice day. So this is bottom of turn 2. I have a basilisk, 2 las cannon teams, fledgling infantry remnants over here, a squad over there, and 2 demolishers. Everything else, and a tank that can't do anything.
And your horse.
And a single horse.
Bad horse.
So I'll try to pull what I can out of it, but considering his units are either locked in close combat or like free, and I don't have my vortex missiles anymore, yeah.
It's gonna be a short turn 3.
It's gonna be a short turn 3. So I'll see you guys again soon, but I'm pretty sure this one's probably, this one's done. So off we go. See you then.
Yep. Alright, so here we are at middle of 3.
Yep.
He took a big bite back at me, wiped through basically 2 whole tactical squads.
Well, let's see. This tactical squad pulled all my infantry in and just shot it. This tactical squad I turned 2 demolishers against. One kind of flubbed and the other one hit pretty good. Put some damage on the drop pod, which you should mark that by the way. And then the squad passed their leadership test, but I got the melt-a-gun, so that's what I was aiming for. Hilariously over here, fired last cannons, put a wound on Angelos, he's got 1 left, that's his captain. And then
Drifted
here,
into close combat, smoked both the bikes.
Yep, fired here, drifted over here, there were 2 bikes there, and killed them, and some of my own dudes, which whatever. And actually managed to net myself out of that combat, and it's not looking good, but at the very least, I've got a chance. I've just got to kind of...
It's looking better.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just got to reel myself in here, so we'll see. So this is middle of 3, so...
We'll catch you at bottom of 3?
Yep, bottom of 3. We'll see if I can survive.
Alright, so we are in pretty much dead heat. I think Lemmy's up a point over me, courtesy of his first blood.
Yeah,
there's a lot of...
6 kill points to 6 at the moment.
There's a lot of scattered, almost kill points ready to happen.
On both sides of the fence.
Yep, because I just need to cut 1 more whole point to knock out his destroyers. He needs to kill demolishers.
That one's got 2 left. You've only knocked off 1 from the carries, I thought.
I got 1 glance, 1 pen. And then I put through the
Okay.
the 1 magic one because I'm sorry, the 2 here because I got 2 from last.
Yeah,
game.
I thought you only put through 1. I thought you only said.
I got 1 rented out, and then I got 1 from the missile rack. It was a pen that didn't do anything. Oh no, pen blew the heavy bolter off the
front. I just didn't realize you glanced it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got 1 whole point there. So yeah, a lot of things are almost dead.
1 wound, 2 wounds. He's ripped 1 point off the partial paint drop pod.
Yeah, at this point we're both going to be scrambling for picking up what kills we can.
Yep.
And then seeing who can survive what.
Yep. So we'll see how it shakes out here as we start turn 4.
Yep, it'll be come up on turn 4.
Yep.
Anything else?
That should be all of it for now.
Alrighty. Transition.
Alright, so, you want to give it the rundown?
Yeah, had a good round of shooting. Let's see, I killed his Contemptor Dreadnought that made it through over here. I downed the drop pod that was back here. Killed 1 Marine and made the guy run away.
And splattered Angelos for
And-
Warlord and kill point there.
Yeah, sniped him with las cannons over here.
Yep.
So I made a good run of kill point showing this turn.
Puts you up 11 to 6.
Now, to be fair, this is going to die this turn. This should die this turn. That should die this turn. And any other number of things that he can mop up. Now, if it will go on again, I've got a chance of killing some drop pods, maybe shoring up some dudes myself. But that Marine's probably going to not die now. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. It's close. It's close. Missed him.
All right.
Hey, guys!
That was a tense turn. Ended up with me scraping out. Got the Demolisher finally knocked over. and was finally able to mop through combat over there, but neither my tactical marine nor the horse are dead.
Yes!
No matter what happens, though, whoever comes out at the end of his turn, if nobody comes out, the Dreadnought's coming in there to sort things out. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But if I make your Dreadnought turn as happy as around to go deal with my one piddly horse, I'll be happy.
That's an easier kill point to get than anything else on the table at this point.
Yeah, I know, but shut up. Yeah, so
that made his last cannons go to ground.
So that's it for that. We're coming up on turn 5.
Yep. So we'll see if or how things shake out for me.
It's close, bitch. Hey guys, how's it going? This is this was middle of 5.
Mid 5, and we've elected to call it. He had 2 blockbuster turns of about 5 kill points each.
No, I had 4 and 2. I only got 2 this last turn. Because I killed the dude over there and
the drop pod.
The drop pod.
Yep.
But I pulled it ahead, and I was already a point ahead because of what you call it.
At the bottom of turn 1, you were bottom of 2, you were up a point from first blood. Bottom of 3, you ended up ahead.
No, you're 1 turn ahead. Bottom of 2, I was scrambling the bottom of the barrel. I thought I was going to be down.
Bottom of 2, I really hadn't taken that much from you. You would pull the Vindicator from me for first blood.
Yeah, we hadn't checked kill points until the bottom of 3.
Yeah.
But it was, remember, second turn was when you had like drop
pods.
So
bottom of 3, I was down a point. Bottom of
last turn was you were behind 4.
I was down 4, and then this turn he's put me in a position where I can hope to be able to get the kill points to make it anything less than at least a major victory.
Yeah, well, it'd be close, but whatever. The point was, and we had our discussion off camera about this, that I was really down. I was really depressed. I thought that I didn't see an out, and then because it was basically at the bottom of 2. I didn't bottom of 2 out. I thought that I was totally toast, but I thought, you know what, screw it, I'll keep going, I'll keep playing. Because I kind of had stopped and looked and saw units, I was like, well, if I converge here, I might be able to make a bulwark to defend from. And that's what I was able to really do. And the problem for him, unfortunately, is that he's not in a position to continue getting more kill points. They're here.
I had multiple units that I feel like didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, and I had a couple.
The carries guy is ridiculously expensive, and he may have made it back, he may not have.
The carries Dreadnought's going to get replaced with the Dorito Dreadnought because he does the job slightly more efficiently.
Yes and no. He's good crowd control, but honestly, for me, the big losers are what they've always been without Imperial Fists. It's las cannons. The Centurion Devastator.
Oh, I thought you were talking about mine. I was like, oh, mine were okay.
No, the fact that this unit costs 350, maybe even 400 points with the Librarian in there.
They were invisible all game, but they didn't have...
Yeah, they're about 400 points. And I really don't think they made that back, even if they would have single-handedly dealt with the Demolishers over the course.
I think your snipers didn't do much. Now, they got hammered hard before they could do. Obviously, the Vindicator died before he could do anything.
Yeah, it's my grumble that I've seen my snipers work once, and then it was stupid amounts of work as Havoc behind the camera flips us off for the fact that, oh my god, I killed Kenny.
A Demon Prince died in one salvo of snipers. Like, they're very useful, but honestly, I think their uses are outweighed. Like, if you go anywhere above 5-man unit to hold a point somewhere,
you're tying up way too many
you're
points
putting too many points.
That's really not going to do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah. Now, and we also talked about the merits of this building, the Vortex Barbie Dream Castle.
500 points of you have to
560, because I put a Void Shield generator on it. And you kind of have to answer it. You have to expend big things to answer it. And I got really stupidly lucky, because I had no idea about this. They had to tell me, was that it doesn't present a kill point for killing anything of it. And it got lucky and like a missile slammed down and killed the Dreadnought that killed it.
So it did actually grab 2 or 3 kill points by the end of the game.
So I won't complain about its performance. This is its first run for me. I've never fielded the damn thing before. I was very happy with it.
So at 3,000 points,
let's segment into that.
Yeah, I think I'd gear for something a little more aggressive.
Well, here's what I'll say. We were talking about the differences in our lists and everything. I don't know that my style of list versus your style of list at 1850, I think you would have actually pulled out ahead.
Because at 1850, yeah, I would have either been bikes or been drop pods.
Or, had like one drop pod and then 2 bikes or whatever. But the problem is, like, for this one, I was able to put a lot of threats on the table.
And you had both enough bodies to clog me.
Yeah, in some places. Like, you mopped up that thing.
I know you are always really down on the points you spend, but not ever having to worry about falling back from shooting. The biggest weakness for guard.
That's what makes Deathcore, I think, really good. Now, you do pay for it. You're 70 points base for the squad.
Yep.
So you end up spending 20 points over. And I had a good chunk of infantry. I had an infantry platoon with 3 squads of infantry and a platoon command.
And you had the shotgunner team.
And then I had the Grenadiers, the Lasgun team, the Hotshot Las, and then I also had the Grenadiers. I had 5 big meaty squads plus 2 command squads, and then my infantry Lasgun teams.
Yeah,
I had a lot of tanks.
I play fantasy. 10 man is no longer big meaty.
Well, for me, that's big meaty. Because I can't do the combined thing. You can't do that either. That's a big no.
That's true. That's true.
So, and they do get chimeras, but their chimeras are even more expensive. So the list works without
cannons.
You can, but they come with it. I think what it comes down to is at 3,000 points, the game has a tendency, I think, to be more balanced. Like, from this experience, it has the chance for a little bit less of a one-team snowball, turn 1, turn 2, and has a chance to come back.
There's a little more flex that if you...
Which I think is what we were hoping for.
The only thing that I'm concerned about is that having built what I felt was a more balanced list, not dissimilar from your own, I do feel like 3,000 points forces you to commit a little harder.
Define commit hard. Curious.
I had about 3 half strategies going.
Yeah,
which
you weren't honed in
because I had half drop pods, half mechanized, and half bikes.
What was your mechanized? The Vindicator, the Sakaran, the Dreadnought.
Yep.
Okay. And then your 2 Dreadnoughts that dropped in.
And I mean, I'd technically file these as a heavy or a siege or a mechanized thing.
Close
They're
enough.
not going anywhere.
When they're invisible, they're practically invincible.
But they're not going anywhere. They're just hoping to kind of bunker up somewhere, kill some stuff along the way.
Sure. And I had basically an extrapolated version of the Guard that I've always run because, to be quite honest, this is most of the units that I own for the Guard. I don't play 3,000 that often, and Deathcore are usually pretty monetarily prohibitive to build up a lot more, which is actually why I thought this would be a good chance to run that. Originally, my plan was to run Orcs. I think what I was hoping for came out of the game is, at 2,000 points, people feel like you get a little bit of extra. You get like that 1 extra unit.
Yeah.
And I think this feels like the 2,000 point version of what I would like to try to maybe next time, which is the 2,500 point mark. I think 2,500 points will be at that
24 to 26.
Yeah, it's going to be closer to that. You can't have everything you want, but
you can run one very strong strategy or kind of a 2-pronged attack.
Yeah.
But you don't have to go straight into...
Now, the one thing that I would be interested in is seeing what happens when you run pure 1 strategy at like 25, 3,000.
And that's what I'm actually looking to do next time. You and I talked about it, equal parts, your sourness, my sourness.
Yeah, now...
Bikes are going to get shuffled off the table next time.
We promise, we try to be as good. We had some tense moments between the 2 of us. We both, we got into our competitive modes.
I may have put him in a chokehold that Havoc almost had to call cops.
It was close. Yeah.
There's some creative cuts coming out of this that will never see the light of day.
Yeah. It was a tense moment for us. I think these things kind of happen with games, especially when you play.
That's what science is for.
No, but I do think that this was a successful experiment.
Yeah.
I think. Now, one of the things I was interested in is table
I was trying
size.
out a mess of new units that I haven't really used. Or
You got your Sakaran. You almost had your Castigator in play for this. How did you feel about table size? 6x4 table for a 3,000 point game.
I love it.
Okay.
You think equal parts because it feels like you have a target-rich environment. Units have multiple choices that are valid for them to make. Like I was able to put the points on my list for a dedicated go kill infantry unit, and they did get their kill point back.
They almost got 2.
Yep.
They almost
went double or nothing, which Space Marines arguably may need to do against Guard. Neither here nor there.
Sure.
But the fact that I had the points to afford that, knowing that if all goes as planned, I've got enough ways to open a can in the army.
Yeah.
I need something like this to be able to
kill
have
what's
a
in the
little
can.
more dedicated.
Gotta eat the beans inside the can.
So that I'm a huge fan of. Bar none, no questions asked, no holds barred. I like the fact that I felt like I could build a synergistic force and not just every unit has to be able to deal with everything.
Mm-hmm. And I think this, like for you, we had disparate deployment zones. Like even when you look back at the beginning, he had like a pocket of stuff over there and like some dudes over here. I had like my entire board edge was completely filled.
Turn 2, turn 3 was a pretty big mosh pit.
Yeah, it was huge. Like right in here, it was.
But that's again target-rich environment. I don't know about you. I already said it. I felt like I had multiple valid choices that every unit had to make or take from, with the exception probably
I hadn't said it before, but I think that's what was getting me. Like, I was really dour, and I apologize again for that on turn 2, because I'm kind of used to when I see what I saw on turn 2, I'm done. Guard, I don't have enough
you
things.
didn't have enough to respond or to coagulate around.
I didn't do anything to you before that. I killed your Vindicator and put some wounds here and there, but you still had a big meaty force coming at me. And it was only after I'd kind of sat down and realized, no, even though he's here and he's killed some stuff when he came in, I still have a good chunk. That's when I saw that kind of win. And I think
kind of biting back to 24 or 25, maybe as high as 26.
I think 25 is going to be the 1850.
Yeah, let's try 25 sometime, and I'll take the bikes out. I'll shuffle some points around.
Next time I think I'll run Morphs in a little bit less.
3K it ended up kind of tilting back out a little too far, where 1850, it feels like both of our games recently have been a lot of blowouts, where turn 3 somebody has just broken somebody's back. And some of what I like about fantasy is that it feels like a couple dice either way. You feel like you have much closer games.
Yeah.
And this, with the exception of that one big 6-point turn.
Yeah, the sweep on turn 4.
So reeling it back to 25, we may be able to see a lot more of those games where we both have good threat saturation. We both have good tools at our disposal.
I think even if this one, the only thing that really won it for me was end positioning. Now, you have the units to get the kill points, I think, before the game would end. Especially if we were to say, let's do a solid turn 6 like any event.
Sure.
You have the tools to do it, they're just not in the right place to do it.
Yeah.
And that's partially because things didn't come out as much. The majority of the army is left are the shooting options. And for me, I've basically taken what little remnant units I have and tried to like tuck them behind walls and put them for that exact reason. So I definitely think even at this 3,000 point, it had the option. It could have been that really like right to the last minute game. But a couple dice either way, or mistakes on my end, definitely could have. And I had some mistakes too. I definitely should have been focusing your bikes for turn 1 on this, but your snipers
A,
free.
Yes, focus bikes turn 1. B, that's actually why I was so confused as to why you put this on the same end as your Void Shield. The grab bikes were never going to do anything to the Void Missile battery, and so I was really surprised that the biggest answer to the bikes you put next to the thing that the bikes never wanted to be around.
Because if your bikes don't want to be around this, they're not going to be killing this. I put, honestly, the reason I put it over here is because you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
This is my most important unit. At least that's what I thought when I was setting up. And I was like, well, over here I can, because of how I can place this, I can get kind of a good corner of the gun in. And then I can, basically shore putting some infantry here, keep your drop pods away from killing it. And it worked. But my theory was if you're not going to be paying attention to this, and you want to focus other places, that's exactly where I want the thing that you want to be focusing at. Because then it forces you to come over here, and then you're out of position for other things. That was my theory, but I didn't know where you were. I set it first, so I just kind of put it over here. That was kind of a secondary.
But yeah, the bikes were never going to be able to get up, into, over, onto, around that Void battery.
Yep. Definitely giving a thumbs up to the higher point games if you've got time. Now this has been about a 3-hour endeavor.
Yeah, give or take. If we really got down to it, and likewise if we really
were stopping and doing battle
changed up how we were doing some things and did this regularly, 2,500 I could definitely see us scrubbing in about a 2-hour round.
Absolutely. When you're a skilled player, like if you're not teaching somebody new or something like that, I think you could probably, it'd be an endurance run in some places depending on the army you're playing, especially like Dark Eldar. Holy crap, can you imagine Dark Eldar at this level? Yeah. But definitely it's worth considering looking into other armies. I'm giving it a thumbs up.
I'm giving it a thumbs up.
All right.
3K maybe, a little...
Thumbs up.
Ooh, yeah! Havoc's grumbly because he didn't get to play, because he's...
I've been holding this camera for over half an hour now.
Well,
okay.
Anyways, I think
we'll throttle back the rant.
Yep.
Try something bigger. Try something 25 to 3K. Just have a knockdown, drag out slugfest with you.
Looking at things like the new Wraith Knight, things like that, big, scary, hammery, awful, good units. I think higher points limits will actually make those units less damaging or less potent because you do have other things.
Even if they're able to rip a kill point and turn out.
I cannot remember who it was. Somebody mentioned a comment that we put on there. Somebody said, well, what about lowering the points costs? And we had actually come up and said, well, actually, we're thinking the opposite. So unfortunately, I don't have the blog in front of me. I can't look at the name. But whoever you are, this is our first set of data. That's what we think is actually raising points costs will make
points levels.
Yeah. Now, and even here, I went up against grab bikers. It wasn't pure uber top tier meta grab bikers, but I was able to deal with them.
But that's our push against lower points totals is because
unless you're doing kill team,
which kill team's its own thing. But at those 15 to 1850, I'm going to take grab bikes. And I'm going to take a lot of them repeatedly, or I'm going to take Melta teams and drop pods, and a lot of them repeatedly. Because I will pop out, I'll combat squad, I'll shove 3 Meltas one way and 5 bolt gun dudes the other way. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get a squad that's going to cope with anything.
Yeah, that threshold is like, it's so damaging because you have to have an answer for everything. Like you need a take-all-comers unit, and then you build an army off of it. Yeah. Which is the problem because it used to be take-all-comers lists were little pockets of units that worked together. And I think this brings back that synergy feel of you can't build a unit to deal with everything at 3,000, so you need synergy. So.
And it gives every army the ability to play a little closer to some of, I don't know about you, what I like to Eldar, which is, the toolbox. Things are here for very specific purposes. Use the wrong one in the wrong place, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah. I'm gonna be interested in, speaking of that, seeing how the Doctrine of AdMech, that's all another podcast. Battle report. Another thing. More content. So, if you're here, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our first battle report in a long time.
And we'll catch you...
Battery's back today.
Good chance.
Good game. See you later, guys.